everybody. Welcome on into episode 3 of the Insomniac Views podcast. Yeah, we're here with the usual suspects.
Suspects.
Damien.
Yep.
Wait, since when are we suspects?
Yeah, right?
Since you did that thing, you know the thing.
That's very. I do a lot of things every day.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I've done that would be considered sus would be thinking about punching my boss in his face, but you know.
Don't worry, you know.
I mean,
you all know.
Don't most people?
But yeah. So who's got our start point today?
I have a start point.
All right, Moda, what's up?
I nearly ripped off the driver's side mirror of my truck.
How the fuck did you almost like hit something or?
No.
You know, I want to say I'm not even surprised.
Here's the thing. It's actually not even my fault.
Okay.
Well, that's good at least.
What had happened was I was street parking. So I was folding my mirror inwards. And then when I grabbed it and took it out, big snap, thing went loose. So it was still attached. It was just all floppy.
I see.
Most people don't pull in their mirrors.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask. Wait, you pulling your mirrors?
Why are you pulling? Yeah, why are you pulling in your mirrors? Most people don't do that.
I do it sometimes, depending on like how close to the street I am. Like if there's a space, I don't. But if it's like from street directly into the parallel parking spot, I usually pull it in.
Most people don't do that though.
Well,
most people in Canada or most people in Missouri?
Well, I mean, Missouri, I can't speak for, but
yeah, because you see that in Missouri occasionally. Like some people do it all the time, some people do it sometimes.
Well, see, there are like newer vehicles. I know some of the fancier ones have automatic mirrors that pull in automatically.
Yeah, man, my truck is from 2002.
Yes, I know. I've seen, and calling that thing a truck is a stretch, but
true. But I mean, like, that's the closest thing.
I think it's just I don't see cars here that have mirrors that can pull in. My thing.
Yeah, my car. Well, no, then again, my car is almost older than both of you, but it doesn't have pull-in mirrors. I don't. Oh no, my mother's car does. I should know. I've smacked him a couple of times.
My friend's car has mirrors that pull in too, but not automatic. But yeah, so speaking of my friend, they think it might have been dry rot.
Probably, yeah. I mean, that type of like that's old ass truck.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean, if you're lucky, you might be able to go to the junkyard and find a replacement.
I mean, really, I was talking with one of my one of the other supervisors at work.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that you can go online and look up how to replace the thing in the mirror that does the clicking.
Oh God, but it would be so much easier to go to a junkyard and find a mirror at a junkyard.
It's also so much easier for me to tie it together with zip ties, which is what I actually have it now. I
was going to recommend duct tape.
I thought about duct tape, but I couldn't find any, so I bought zip ties. Because now it matches the passenger side mirror.
Just also broke like that?
The mechanic in me wants to yell at both of you.
I wouldn't actually duct tape, okay? Listen, my car looks like shit because...
you use flex tape. It's waterproof.
No, so my car actually kind of looks like crap, I'll be honest. My car, destroyed by the sun, so I really don't give a shit how it looks anymore. Like the top of the paint on top of my roof is pretty much just a mess.
You live in Arizona. You live in like the heat capital of frickin' U.S. For crying out loud.
Yeah, it's destroyed. So I'm not totally worried. My one window though, there was a recall on my car at one point that caused the window to just fall.
Oh,
So until we were able to take it in to get that fixed, we had to put tape on it. Problem. It's fucking Arizona. It's hot. It melted part of the tape onto the window, obviously. So that mark's kind of there for a while. Forever, probably.
cool.
Actually, if you there is a stuff you could probably get to help scrape that off. Actually,
That requires
you can
me
use
to give a
Goo Gone.
shit about the car anymore, though. It
good point.
already looks like
Yeah.
crap. Why would I care at this point? I move my car maybe once a month at this point. Working from home kind of makes it so it's really easy not to leave the house half the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I go out to get the necessary things at times, like, go out to get basic necessities for life.
Yeah. So you said it was a 2007 Moda?
2.
2002. Oh, how did I
Yeah.
think 7?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I need to open up the door panel anyway because I need to fix the window.
Uh-oh.
So while I'm in there for the window, I might as well also re-screw that mirror or replace whatever's in there.
I'm gonna assume it's a 1500.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the other fun part. At one point when we had another recall on this fucking car. on the like thing was the passenger side.
Right.
And so we had a family friend at the time. They removed the side of they took apart the interior of the door, right?
Right.
They put it back together.
Mhm.
But there's where the obviously maybe not every car's like this. So when I say probably not. Who knows? But obviously you have the little button you push you pull back to raise and lower the window, right?
Yeah.
And in some cars, I don't know if all cars, it sits in a little plastic thing that kind of pops into the door. Know what I'm talking about? Or is or your guys' car is different? But
I think mine's similar. At least.
similar? Okay. Well, they snapped part of that, so it doesn't pop into it anymore. It just sits.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
if you pull it too much, if you pull really hard, it just pops right back out the thing, and you gotta push it back in. Luckily, it's not like anyone ever uses my fucking passenger seat anyway, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, my car is actual crap.
Well, I mean, it's a Fiesta. Is that what you said it was?
A Ford Fiesta. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, it gets places. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I drove 6
I see
hours
these
to
cars.
California, and that was good. Also, it's not bad on gas.
Well, that's always a bonus. There you go,
Yeah.
Moda. I sent you a link in group chat.
Yeah, I see it here. Already
welcome
looking at
to
it.
welcome to my part stuff. This is where I get all my shit from.
Damn. That's wild.
Interesting. Rock Auto. I wonder, is Rock Auto?
I've never heard of Rock Arn. Or Rock Auto.
Is it in America?
It's an American company.
Oh, okay.
That does have warehouses across North America.
Okay.
Okay.
The only place I really know is I think it's O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Yeah, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, and Pep Boys.
Well, the irony is a lot of those little shit automotive stores like that use this website for their parts.
Oh,
Ah.
I'm 100% sure.
Oh, I know they do because we have a place up here called Part Source where a friend of mine works. And he, we're talking and I need to find something. He usually spins the monitor around to help me look. And he's on the Rock Auto website.
Nice.
I'm sitting there thinking, so that's the secret. So if I want a employee discount, I just go to him.
Nice. That's always fun.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun driving around.
Well, that's good.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
went to a-
freedom of having a vehicle and not having to rely on anybody.
Right? I went to a mall 2 days ago. It was a shitty mall that didn't have a whole lot. Well, that's not true. Well, it kind of is true. But still, I went there, be like, yeah, I'm here now. I want to leave.
Yeah, I used my gas to get here. All right, I'm done. Let's go.
Well, I went there because I thought there was more, and then I remembered, oh yeah, this is the fancy-looking mall with a bunch of fluff stores.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've got a couple of those here. Those are fun.
Yeah,
Annoying.
yeah. I don't go to that mall very often, so I usually forget. But then whenever I do go, I'm like, there's like one fun store, and that's about it.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
lack of fun stores suck.
Yeah, no. There was one store that was in there. It's a store called Lush.
Oh
I don't
dear.
know if you've heard of it.
Yep.
If it's what I think it is, then yes.
Just like soap place.
Okay, definitely not what I was thinking then.
Okay.
What the fuck did you think
I
it
went in
was?
there. Yeah, what did you think actually?
Off-brand toys. I mean, there is an off-brand toy named Lush.
There is, yes.
So you know, we know where my mind goes.
Apparently.
Yeah, right?
Well, hey, I did say I was as much, if not more, of a degenerate than Kuro.
That is true.
Still making that claim.
I will
Oh,
stand by that claim until
Okay.
Kuro proves me otherwise. But you know,
Okay,
that's
ready?
probably an event that'll never happen.
Real quick.
Do you really want that?
Not really.
Do
no.
you want that challenge you just put out there?
I didn't put a challenge out there. No.
Yes, you
Hi,
did.
Kuro.
It sounded like a challenge to me. That's a dangerous thing to put out there in the world.
But actually, I have something fun to say about off-brand toys.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
Yes. There is a coffee shop that I went to. It's called
Already confused where this is going, but all right.
Well, it's going to make sense after you hear the name.
Okay.
It's called Shameless Grounds.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you go inside. Well, when I went, there's like the first area is the coffee counter. And you get your coffee. There's a bunch of like toys around. And then you go into the other room and you go, it's a bunch of soaps in the shape of penises.
Oh.
Ah.
And then there's a bunch of other fun stuff on the table. And I had to ask my friend, who is far kinkier than me. Well, and I was like, what's that? What's that? What's that? Like asking questions. It was a lot of fun. I want to go back and buy one of the soaps. But I
All
just
right,
haven't
then.
gone back yet.
All
But
right.
yeah, it's a pretty fun looking shop. They have mannequins, and they're displaying shirts, but some of the mannequins have like rope in places
I
as they're
see.
hanging from the ceiling. It's a really cool store. I gotta go back. What coffee shop? I mean,
Interesting.
yeah. Speaking of coffee shops, there's also a coffee shop near me that's inside of a church, I think.
The Holy Coffee.
Right?
Is that
They use the holy water to brew.
that coffee shop better be named the Holy Coffee, because if not, missed opportunity.
No, it's not. It's what is it called? I don't remember.
Watch it
I
be
don't,
like the
I don't
coffee
care enough to
shop.
look it up. No, it has some like vaguely religious sounding name. So that's what I'm assuming.
Jesus' blood.
It's like near the coffee shop or like near the church or in the church. I want it to be in the basement of the church.
Okay, so it's either in the church, near the church, in the basement of the church. Can't be all three of these.
It's a chain, and they're all within walking distance.
So now it's a chain within walking distance. Okay.
Yeah, so now we don't know where the fuck this coffee shop has legs. It gets up and walks around every once in a while.
Great.
Every once in a while, it's gotta make sure it goes into the church, that way it can offer its prayers and all that stuff and attend, attend church.
That reminds me. I want to go to a church sermon. What's it called?
I don't fuck if I know. It's been years since I've been to church. Last time I was in church, I was still in elementary.
Right.
Last time I was at church was when my mother actually worked at one.
That time? Mass, yes.
Last time I was at a mass, I was probably younger than both of you.
Probably.
I think last time I was at mass was maybe elementary school, maybe middle school. But no, I want to go because I want to try the wine.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I'm sure you can find the wine outside of
No. Listen. I want the experience.
He wants the experience. Oda wants the experience of blessed wine.
Where they also give you that like thin piece of bread. So here's the skin of Jesus Christ.
The body.
Oh, whatever. I don't remember. Listen, I told you it's been a while. I don't fucking remember what it is.
Yeah.
And then here's the blood.
There you go. That one's right.
Yeah. Well, like I said, listen, let me put this out. I gave zero shits about being in church because it bored the fuck out of me.
Okay, note to self: don't let my mother listen to this one.
All right, let me put this out. I was a small child. You're not gonna get a small child interested in church.
Depends.
You can forcefully get them there, sure.
There you go.
But let's be fair. They're not gonna want to be there. No child really truly wants to be there. And they're weird. I'm joking.
Yeah.
There you go, Moda. That's the type of one they use. Looks like it's just grape wine is all it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, fuck. That's right. It's red wine.
Well, yeah. We thought it was white wine.
I just forgot. I don't know. It slipped my mind.
Yeah, it's supposed to be blood.
Yeah, I just don't like red wine. It's not my vibe.
Does it give you the headache?
No, because it's too dry a lot of times. Like you take a drink of red wine and it's like, oh, I need a drink of water.
I don't mind it. I just
gone.
Like, I don't mind red wine. My problem though is it does give me the headache is the issue, which is
I don't like wine at all. So
the thing that gives me the headache is actually sangria.
You know,
I'm not a fan of wine. I never have been.
that's fair. I
Yeah.
don't mind wines. I like. I think is I prefer the pink wine though because it's kind of red. It's not white fully.
Yeah, I like white wine.
I miss being able to drink beer, actually.
Why
Oh,
though?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, like a lot of adults say, children, it's an acquired taste.
It's nothing about no. Here's the thing. All right, let me just point this out here. All right, who the fuck wants to drink something that tastes like shit? All
I mean,
right,
not all beers taste like shit.
Yeah, that-
or
that's fair.
is
There are
bitter.
some that taste like complete crap. You say bitter. Okay, let me ask. Why the fuck do people drink coffee then if they don't want bitter?
Because you put milk and sugar in it.
listen. I'm not a
Also,
big
I
coffee
can't
drinker
really
either, so
argue
you're
because I
making
used
the
to
argument to
go
the wrong person.
It's like I'm not making the argument to the wrong person. I'm making the argument in general.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you see, though, you still have the people that sweeten it and make it not bitter.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair, even though I just said add milk and sugar, I used to drink my coffee completely black and liked it like that too.
God, I just can't see it. I don't. Maybe it's because I hate bitter. I hate bitter tasting things so much.
I mean, I also hate bitter, but I think it was like, for me, it was, I don't know. I liked that bitter because it tasted good. I don't know how to explain it other than that. The bitter tasted good. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, no, I just bitter shit ain't for me. I don't like beer. If someone can get me a beer that I'll actually like, then it'll be like some beer is okay. But till then, beer sucks.
Let me send you a link to a beer that doesn't. It tastes like juice, like a fruit juice.
Yeah,
It's
Now you-
it's this like German grapefruit beer.
Oh,
interesting.
what the hell was the name of that beer I drank with a friend?
My old boss introduced it to me, and it was very good.
Yeah, there was this one beer I used to drink with a friend. I can't remember the name of it because it's one of those things that's found in the international section at our liquor stores that don't exist no more because our government fucking sucks.
You find it, and I will actually try it.
Here we go, Shade. That's it. The scoffer. How do you say that?
No idea. I don't speak German.
Yes, Scofferhofer.
Scofferhofer.
No, you gotta say more angry.
Scofferhofer. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, no.
You good?
Until I have tried it, I will stick to my stance. But that being said, I'm still willing to try things
Right.
to be proven wrong. But until that happens, I stand by my statement.
Yeah, I would say try this. This one is. I like this one.
All right. And then, Damien, if you find the one that you were talking about, feel free to send it to me as well, and I will try and find it.
Yeah.
I know Total Wine and More has a couple international like segments and stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's unfortunate that my local government shut down our liquors, like the government run liquor stores.
That sucks.
So yeah, that was like 800 people out of a job when they did that.
Jesus.
Like now we have stores run by local grocers and shit. So they're not as great as the government runs one.
Right.
Were, unfortunately. So I don't know if I'll be able to find the stuff anymore. But next time I'm at the one close to me, the one run by a local place to me, I'll see if they have it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just remember the name and just send a picture online.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna remember the name because I haven't hung out with this guy in like 5 years. So
Yeah, I get you. But yeah.
And that was around the time I realized I'm allergic to beer hops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked beer, but then I realized I was allergic to it, and drinking one made me sick.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, one beer to me made me feel hungover.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see why you
Yeah.
wouldn't want to drink any.
So and this is coming from a guy who used to drink a 12-pack by himself and not feel anything once upon a time.
right.
So suddenly, one beer is making me hungover. I have hungover-like symptoms, and I'm just like, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, because that's no fun.
I would say
It's
no
like-
either. Yeah.
So that's why my drinking choice is now vodka.
Yeah, I usually don't drink much beer to begin with. Like, if I'm ever out and about, I'll just go with Blue Moon because it tastes like oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was once told that that's a weak beer. I'm just like, okay.
You know what? Hold on, let me stand corrected.
Yeah.
I think there is a beer I've drinking before that I mind. But to
Oh.
be fair,
Oh?
I'm not entirely certain that's because of the beer. It was mixed with sake, so
Well,
So you had a chaser then.
yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah, it was like warm sake and dropped in there.
That is one thing I've yet to actually ever try. I gotta do that one of these
You
days.
should. It's very
I
good.
like it.
I've never had sake. I don't know if I can acquire that here though. I have to
Really?
look. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Ah, man, I mean, I gotta say, it's definitely good. There are different versions of sake too, as well. That's like the whole thing I
Yeah.
look into.
Yeah.
You got the stuff that still has like the it still have like the rice in it. I think it is.
Right. Yeah. Oh, still in it?
I don't remember the
Huh.
exact. I think there might be there's a specific term. For the different, there's like ginkgo sake. It's been a while since I pulled up the actual naming for all this. But there's actual like stuff in it still. But there's like a whole different things you gotta look up and do for sake. And they got certain flavor ones. I like the lychee flavored sake. That's very good.
Interesting. I might next time I'm at the liquor store, I'll have to check that out, see if they got anything.
I'm
My
sure I
friend
still
likes
have a picture of the
peach.
bottle.
So
Actually,
if you got a picture of the bottle, let me know and let me see it. Then I'll know at least what I'm looking for.
Oh, you know what else is pretty
I
good?
have the fucking
Red
bottle.
Sake. Oh, do you?
Oh, you still wait, really? Wow.
Yeah. I do need to actually
guess
put this
it's-
one out.
Well, that's just like still having my Crown Royal bottle from 15 years ago.
Well, this one's more like I bought it and then I went on vacation, and the problem, of course, is you can't leave sake sitting. Like,
Right. Especially once it's opened, I'm assuming.
yeah. So once you open it, you can't just let that sit anymore because it does not go well. It loses its taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, that right there is the bottle. It's very good flavor. There's also Fuji apple.
Hmm.
It's a
That's
very
Hana?
wonderful tasting. Yes, HANA. Flavored sake.
Oop, that is not what I wanted to do.
But it's a very nice tasting sake. Very easy. I would say honestly, it's a very easy first taste of sake, and then after that you can go to more like stronger ones after that. Because it's very light in terms of like you have some of those stronger ones. I'm sure some people will be like, "Oh, this is more closer to nail polish." But once again, that's like taste wise.
Hey, why am I getting cannabis shops looking for sake?
Okay.
Gotta keep in mind, Moda, weed's legal here, but but I'm like, because like I decided to look up, see if I could find the name locally here, but it brings up like a nail and spa shop, and then like 8 different locations of the same cannabis shop. I didn't know we had that many versions of the same cannabis shop, but okay. That's good. That's actually good to know.
They're just all scattered around the area.
Well, my city's no New York. We are kind of sizable, but I am not driving all the way to the other side of the city for sake.
I don't know if this is at all because I literally just typed in like the drink and then typed Canada after that. I don't know how much that's gonna fucking give me anything that will help you at all. There's a place called Booze Outlet.
Booze Outlet.
Yeah, like I said, all I did was type in Canada. I don't know if that's gonna help you at all because like that's not a very precise search for you.
Yeah, that's pretty vague. That's like
otherwise, tipsy sake is another one.
Here's the funny thing. I look up the Booze Outlet.
Comes to something probably U.S.
Yeah. It's in. I think GA is what, Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't think it was going to help you considering where I'm located. It's not going to search there first, but I don't know if it's always something like to look at. Like if you ever make a trip down here to the Americas, or if you find it up there, something worth to try. I say.
Yeah.
Can you bring alcohol across the border?
Yes, I think you can, so long as you declare it. Or just make sure it's really well hidden in your trunk.
Right.
True.
I don't condone this, by the way.
Yeah, not condoning.
Oh, hey, that's neat.
So
that one cannabis shop is actually just down the street from me.
Oh.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh my god. Out of curiosity, just because obviously I don't know what's in Canada personally, do you guys not have any like Total Wine stores?
Well, we used to.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, did it all shut down?
I think so. Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just didn't know like that was because, like I said, I don't even know half the time what places in America is in certain parts of America. Because I think that sometimes I'll mention places and people on the other side will be like, never heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. Well, it's just like up here. It's like, what's a Sonic?
Yep, there you go.
Oh,
Here's an example.
Or what's another one? What's a Waffle House?
Waffle House is here. Oh wait,
It's talking about Canada.
Yeah, talking about Canada. Okay, really?
Yeah.
I thought
as far as I'm aware, we do not have any Waffle House.
It's probably for the best.
In Canada.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Oh, hey, never mind. There are a total of 24 Waffle Houses located in Canada.
Well, there you go. And that's where the fights are happening. No.
Excuse me while I go apply for a job there. I don't even know. I'm going to assume they're all in Eastern Canada.
Probably.
Sure.
I have no clue because I don't think we have any here. Let's see. Actually. Well, could you? Come on, guys. Let's see. BC. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Looks like they're all located in BC.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
I'm not driving like 19 plus hours just to go to a Waffle House.
No, don't do that. I really, that is not at all worth it. I'm not. To be honest, I don't think there's a place that I would specifically drive that kind of time to get something from it.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, what's a Dunkin' Donuts? But then I'd be lying. We used to have Dunkin' Donuts up here, but Tim Hortons drove them out.
Right?
Just similar in a similar fashion where Dunkin' Donuts drove Tim Hortons out of most of the states.
Although I think now that they're branching back in, aren't they? Over in
They are. Yeah, I think they're branching in mostly over in the eastern U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
remember us talking about it at some point.
yeah. I think it's more northern eastern than south or eastern.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there are a few places that used to be up here that aren't up here no more, like Target.
Oh, it goes all the way down to Georgia.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's even one in
Rip Target.
Kentucky. What the hell?
I'd say rest in peace, Target, but rest in piss, Target.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
Target.
sounded horrible.
But yeah, no. What else did we used to have up here that we don't know more that might be the States? Not even sure, actually.
Let me think. Let's see. I mean, do you have a Five Guys?
Yes, we have Five Guys.
Okay.
I've actually been, and Five Guys has actually got some decent food.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, it's a 7-hour drive to Tim Hortons.
You gonna make that 7-hour drive for Tim Hortons?
Well, I could also do a 4-hour flight.
You gonna pay a flight ticket for Hortons?
Yeah, am I really gonna fly to the next state over for Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
I don't know. Timmy's is pretty decent coffee, but I don't think I'd fly.
Imagine driving there every night so we can have some Hortons in the morning.
You might as well just stay there overnight for back in the morning.
Yeah, ask if I could sleep in one of the booths.
But like, sir, why are you sleeping here? I live in the state over. I really need my Horton fix, man.
I just gotta have it.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
I need my addiction.
At that point, they just give you a bag of the fucking coffee mixture and like, get the fuck out of here. Leave. God.
Actually be one closer.
Oh, one not as long of a drive?
But not as long as a drive now.
This one's only
Maybe.
2 hours. Actually, okay, here's a question then. What is the farthest place? Or what is like the max amount of time that you would drive to a place just for it? Just like an example, just for a food place.
Before I answer, the one I found is a little less than a 6-hour drive away.
All right, you gonna make that 6-hour drive for Hortons?
Probably not.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
For food?
Yeah.
No.
For food.
There's
maybe-
nothing I give. There's nothing I give enough a shit about to drive to.
Okay, so all of the restaurants that I want to go to are in the city, and the
Mhm.
city is about half an hour away from me.
Okay.
So,
So would
pretty much, as far as I know, about half an hour to 45 minutes away.
okay. So about under an hour is what you would say for the drive then.
Yeah, under an hour.
I mean, I cook for myself for the most part, so
Well, not all of us here are great cooks. God damn. No,
I mean, I just like trying new food.
no, that's fair.
That's my thing.
I mean, honestly,
the-
kudos to Damien for actually cooking their food. If I didn't live,
I guess I would probably go to a restaurant if I don't know if they're still around, but they're here in the city, so about 15 minutes.
okay.
So
Right.
me and my friends used to frequent all the time when we were younger. We went there so frequently. We were on first name basis with the owner.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh,
and
wow.
the servers all knew our vehicles. The moment we pulled in, they had our table set up with our coffees.
Oh,
Damn.
nice. That's
Yeah,
pretty
That's
cool.
it's like the moment they saw, because we had specific parking spots across the street. We'd back our vehicles in, and we'd walk across the street, and they'd see us coming. They'd have our table set up.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I don't know if they're still the same place. Still there no more. 'Cause most of those places sold, so
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, it was about a 15-minute drive from where I live.
All right.
Maybe it'd be worth checking it out if it's still open.
Yeah, and if it's still under the same name brand or not.
Yeah, I think.
Watch you pull up and there's still one person that worked there. And you're like, Davey is back. Get your coffee ready.
I've changed cars since then, so they would not know my new
well.
car. So.
Well, the dream is dead. Never mind.
Like, what the hell was I driving when? I think I was driving my my souped up car at the time.
Oh,
My fancy burgundy car. I think I may have shown you guys pictures of a long time ago.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was still driving that thing. But that was 10 plus years ago. So,
Right.
Yeah, I think.
God, I'm old.
Slowly aging as you're talking about this. He's like, ah, shit.
Hey, I've got gray in my fucking beard, all right?
Oh,
Easy. Remove beard. Then you'll have no gray to worry about.
exactly.
I also have gray on my head, so
Remove hair.
I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. I keep my hair short enough as it is.
Nah, that's fair. Listen, I'll be honest. I
Yeah.
understand that well. I don't like. Even when if my hair goes gray, I'm not cutting my hair short and bald. Never happening.
Yeah,
My hair is gonna sooner fall out than I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah. I keep my hair short because I prefer the brush cut.
Yeah.
Because I used to grow my hair long once upon a time, but I had to cut it once at the request of a friend for their wedding because they wanted me to look presentable. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll cut my hair. I hate them for that now.
These won't
Because
grow.
I cannot let it get past my ears anymore.
Damn.
No. Does it just
Because the
bother you?
moment, oh yeah, as soon as it hits my ears, it drives me up the wall.
See, though, that's why you have to just deal with it until it gets past that point again.
Well,
That's pretty much what you got to do.
yeah. Well, now that I've had the freedom of the hair that's nice and short,
You don't want it back.
I don't want it back because I don't want to have to wear a hairnet at work.
That's fair. Honestly, that's
Yeah,
yeah, I can
okay.
understand that.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
There's-
because my boss has tried many times to actually get me to wear one. but I keep my hair so short. I look at him and I just go, one, it's not enforceable here, and two, if you're gonna find a hair in that food, it ain't gonna be mine.
Yep.
Oh, it's too short.
Yeah, my like I could sit here and pull on my hair and nothing comes out.
Right.
So it ain't mine that you're gonna find in that food.
That's I'll be honest, partially why I never went with any kind of job that would require me to have to do that.
Yeah. Like they try to enforce it, but it's actually not an enforceable law here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a bonus.
I just got used to tying my hair up in a bun.
I think the only time for work I've ever had to do anything for my hair was not because it was required. It was more because I didn't want to fucking deal with what I was dealing with in my hair. Because we had a problem when I was still working at Walmart. Our trash compactor broke.
Ooh.
And so we had to open it up and throw that stuff out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And go through that. I was not going to let my hair, possibly when I went down to pick something up, fall into it or something like that. And then the other time was because we had our workplace had a other system for styrofoam, obviously. Where you put it into a bag, tie it up, and you. So, you guys know? Have you guys seen like the back room of like a store in general, and how like it has like obviously the
Yeah.
shelves for you to store merchandise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right next to our cardboard crusher machine that kind of crushes cardboard, all that stuff, whatever. That's not important. Was this section where it was pretty much that, but we removed like the part that we put stuff on, and instead we just lined a couple bars in spaces all the way up. And we had to go through and we had to remake that and perfect it a little bit better because it wasn't working properly. So we had to, me and the person I was working with, had to go through and deal with that. Obviously, since it's been having a whole bunch of stuff thrown in there constantly, it was extremely dirty. And having to get on the ground and remove those bars that were stuck half the time, I also wasn't going to have my hair touch the ground there.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that.
Well, I gotcha.
And then the last time I did it was when I went to grocery side. Of course, not my department, but we're not going to talk about that. Went to grocery side, and I had to clean out the, like, the fuck they're called. They're like the freezers kind of things, like where you go over there and you see like here's the dough and all that. It's like the open freezer thing or
Oh,
cold
right.
refrigerated thing, right?
Like kind of in
Yeah.
the middle.
Not in the middle. It's
Walk-in
on,
freezers.
not in the
Oh,
walk-in
right.
freezers. No. It's the ones
No,
that you
no.
guys are like when you walk down the aisles, you see them in the cold aisles.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to clean
Yeah.
those,
Okay.
Oh.
and those were
Yeah.
gross.
I bet.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Having worked at Costco for a while, once upon a time. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, those things are terrible. But other than that, I'll be honest. Eventually, I stopped giving a shit most of the time because I was working garden center, and so at that point, I just expected to be covered in dirt all the time. So after that, I didn't worry about tying my hair up because let's be honest, every time I go in garden center, you go outside, you're always touching dirt, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always windy. And on top of that, there's always fucking hate it so fucking much. And there's so many times where I've definitely taken kill bug spray and murdered a lot of things because of this. But you get webs in your hair or other shit like that.
That's always fun.
And the second, I'll be honest, anytime I felt a web touch my hair, though, we're done. We're done. That area gets sprayed down before I do anything else. Especially because we have fucking black widows there. Fuck no.
You live in a place where they probably thrive, don't you?
Yeah. I think, and then on top of that, you'd also have a ton of daddy long legs. Now, they're obviously harmless.
Yeah.
But fuck them crawling on me, okay? They die.
They're so violent.
Especially, the worst part is when you get those fucking plastic pools. Fuck do I hate those fucking spider-infested plastic pools. Because you'd stack them up, and they would rain. And it becomes a breeding ground for the fuckers. So then you'd have to, like... They'd be like, oh, could you go and move those around? We want to move them over there. I'm like, I fucking hate you. Because the second you touch one, you just see them all scatter around inside of it. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Like, I like spiders, and I love daddy longas, but even that sounds terrifying. Like, a whole bunch of them skittering around.
I'll be honest. There's a day when they had me do that. And I think there was 5 of them, and 2 of them went on my arm. And I brushed them off into the thing. I walked away, completely expressionless. Came back, and I might have used the entire bottle.
Oh, no.
I murdered them all. I sprayed the entire fucking thing. So yeah,
Oh,
fuck
that's
spiders.
amazing.
I do not. They do not live. If I see them, they are gone. All right. They touch me, they are 100% gone. I will use anything that I can to murder those fucking things. So yeah,
I mean,
I forgot what we were talking about.
yeah,
those.
fair. I don't know, we're just telling stories.
Yeah.
I have not worked in a grocery store. I almost did. Or I
Consider
tried
yourself
to.
lucky.
Yeah, consider yourself lucky. It is horrible.
I tried to apply for Snooks. That was actually the first job I applied for when I moved to Missouri.
Hmm.
I didn't get hired, and then I tried working at Target back in Florida, which didn't work either.
Right. I mean,
And I said I did food service. Well, fast food stuff.
that's not great either, but
No.
Yeah, that's definitely not as great either. Ugh.
No.
I mean,
Take it for somebody who's been in the industry for a long fucking time.
Right. Yeah, no.
yeah, I mean, I'll say I do think it was still an important experience, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
also
for sure.
miserable.
Oh yeah.
To be
Especially-
honest, it really taught.
Another one.
I was gonna say it really taught me to get used to the bullshit of people,
Yeah.
which is now basically my job. Well, it's literally my job,
Right.
and I'm just like, alrighty,
See-
go have fun.
I hate people. So doing a job like yours, Moto, would probably not be a good thing.
Yeah,
Like
but I love people, so it's like, huzzah, new people, love it.
an old friend of mine tried to get me to apply at his work, which was a call center.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear Shay chuckling. He he has told me stories of how some of the customers are. And I'm just like, literally, nope, I'd probably get fired within 30 minutes. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, because it takes a lot for me to not tell somebody to go fuck themselves. To having to deal with that shit, I would probably tell somebody to go fuck themselves really quick.
oh, you would probably snap immediately.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. The people are less I'll be honest, for me, it's less the people. It's the fucking IVR systems. I fucking
what?
hate them.
I
So,
have no idea what it
an IVR system is anytime you call somewhere and it's that machine that says, If you wish to speak to this department, press this number. If you wish to speak to this, press that. Or in another case, if you want to,
I hate those.
or it will tell you to say the thing like that. In this case, it'll tell me, like, in some case, they'll ask me for a number for ID of such things. And then I say it, and they go, so example, I'll give you an example. Say I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The IVR will then respond and go, did you say TS 45W?
Yep.
And then I want to scream because it will constantly do that.
You know what my absolute favorite is with dealing with those? It's going through all of that shit only to get put on hold at the very end.
Oh, I expect the hold thing. That's not my problem. It's when then it transfers me after though I've clearly gone down the right path and it still somehow transfers me to the wrong fucking department. And then I speak to the representative after holding and they go, no, you were supposed to go down this one, press option 1, option 2, then option 5. And I go, that's the exact thing I just pressed that you just told me. And I got to hear and I go, oh, I don't know why that is. Maybe you should figure that shit out.
Yeah, no kidding.
That
I've
system
never had to deal with
pisses
that.
me off. See, if all my calls are that, or the worst part is when I've been dealing this for 3 fucking days. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Fuck Veterans Affairs and their IVR system. All right, people I'm sure are great. The IVR system, go fuck it. That's all I'm gonna say because it literally, for what I have to talk to, does not get you there. And when you finally get to people, they go, no, you don't want to talk to us. Let me transfer you to the right place. And they transfer me. And then once again, I go to this RVR system and I get somewhere. And once again, it's not the right fucking place. Or my most favorite thing, aka the one thing that drives me up walls, it will go through this whole message and say, please check the website, and then hangs up on you.
Oh.
And we don't check websites. We have to talk to a person. That. Oh, fuck those things.
Those are the smart people that know that shit too, though.
Yeah. So
It's like, oh, we know how to get around having to talk to you people. Let's make them do this. And then hang up on them.
And all it hurts is the fucking people that need medication.
Yep.
So, fuck IVRs.
Yeah, that does sound good fun.
I think the one time, this was quite a while ago, I had an interview that put me through one of those systems. I had to sit there, go through this entire system, only to find out at the very end that there was no phone connected to that system.
Oh, man, do I hate that.
And all I got was was a dead signal.
Yep, I've had that.
It's like, so you guys gave me this fucking phone number to call your fucking asses back, but there's no phone connected to this fucking number.
Yep. I've had so many times where I do that and they go, this phone is no longer in service. Please try a different number. Fuck you.
Let's just say I did not actually continue going through with that interview process.
I mean, makes sense. I wouldn't either. I'd be done with them.
But yeah, those are some fun experiences. Learning experiences, I suppose.
Yeah. That was always fun.
No, I've been waiting for an email to see if I get an email from a job I applied for recently. So
hopefully you get some.
Basically, well, the problem I see is because of where the company's based. It's a work from home position.
Mm-hmm.
But the company's based in Montreal.
Mm.
That far
Different
away.
time zone for you?
Different time zone for one. I mean, I think they're like 2 hours faster than I am. But being Montreal, that's the French province here in Canada.
I guess we're gonna require
Oh.
French.
It might. It's well, the ad said not required but preferred.
Okay.
Right.
But that's not the problem.
Oh. Okay.
Western Canada hates Quebec just as much as they don't like Western Canada.
Interesting.
There's a lot of dislike for French Canadians.
I think you have.
For
I think you
reasons
mentioned
because
this.
they're at the risk of sounding like an asshole, almost every single French Canadian I've ever met have been arrogant pricks. And the only reason I applied for this job was because it's basically a dream job.
Fair.
Video game tester.
Oh,
I need QA.
that's gonna be fun.
So I'm like, yeah, they're based in Montreal, so I don't expect to actually hear anything from them, but it would be nice.
True.
Well,
Would be nice.
I wish you.
Yeah, I mean,
Because the pay would be good. Then I can tell my current boss to go fuck himself, which I've been wanting to do for a couple weeks now.
That's the dream.
And
Well-
hey, getting to do something I enjoy as a job, sure, why not?
yeah. I mean, hopefully
It's
it
like,
goes
hey,
through.
what? It's like, hey, Buddha, hey, Shade, you want to watch me test this game? Stream it on Discord. I wouldn't be able to stream it live because I'm sure that would break some
no.
NDAs, but
Yeah.
it's like,
That'd
hey,
be
this
pretty cool.
this is a pretty cool game. Hey, you guys want to watch me play it?
Plus, if any bugs happen and you don't notice it, one of us might.
Yeah, one of you guys might.
Interesting.
Oh, that'd be so fun to do, though.
Yeah. But my fingers be crossed. But again, like I said, I don't actually expect anything to come of it.
I mean,
Right. Well,
you never know.
we'll
At least
see.
you put it out
Yeah.
there, right?
Exactly. I figured I'd throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah, all you can do is just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
We'll say that kind of wish, though. I know we mentioned this earlier. Not earlier. No, it was the time zone was brought up, which kind of randomly put in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Daylight savings.
Fuck daylight savings.
Oh,
So it's still what currently being argued for us in America, right?
To get rid of it? Yeah,
I think it's by the
I-
states.
Is it because I thought there was something going on in
I thought it was
the
federal.
House? Yeah, I thought it was a federal thing. I think it was just it's still waiting. It passed one part of the House, or I think it passed the House, and it needs to go to the Senate or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I heard there was something. It was approved somewhere, and then there's like some other shit that has to happen though, and then it will be gone, or we'll be switching to that time, or we're switching to like permanently that time, or not, or whatever the time is before. I don't know. I don't know which way we're going with that if it does go through. But I would like it to happen because fuck daylight savings.
Yeah, it does not look like anything has actually passed yet in both the U.S. Senate and the House.
Okay. I heard something about it.
So And that's as of September. So
Gotcha.
a bunch of bills have been introduced, and a bill is in the Senate.
Although,
But
who the fuck knows if that's going to even be able to progress for a while with the fucking government shuts down.
yes, I've heard about that.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Government's gonna shut down.
Stupid.
Haven't heard about that, Moda?
No.
Yep. That's good.
Government shut down because your Republicans are a bunch of fucking morons.
I
Yep.
mean, what else
And
is
yes, I'm calling that out live here. Fuck you, Republicans.
Yeah, no, they're focused on so many stupid shit right now. Then they're doing the stupid. It's not even worth it. So dumb, so dumb. Because it affects like other people, but not so much them that are dealing with this fucking shit.
I'm pretty sure we all know what this is about.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
Y'all are in a cult.
Y'all, hold on. I don't think I'm in a cult. Thank you.
Well, okay, not you guys. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. I fucking hate it. It is so stupid that our government can just shut down and be like, yep, no, we couldn't agree like children, so we're gonna throw a fit and just not do anything now. And we're not gonna pay people. So fucking stupid. Fucking retarded.
Yep. I love that we can be a little more controversial on this new channel.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really follow politics. It's all so confusing for me, and it gives me a headache.
Oh, it gives me like I do my best to stay mostly neutral in politics because that's my view. I generally stay neutral and listen to both sides.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was
when one side starts to sound like a fucking cult,
oh yeah.
it's just like I'm gonna go over here. It's just I'm just gonna go over here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And I'm not even American, for crying out loud.
Like it used to be a bit more neutral, but then fucking Republican shit started popping up everywhere. It's like, wow, what the hell is happening?
and they're doing so much shit.
I okay, like I've said many a time, I'm Canadian, but there are so many supporters of that one orange potato that I work with. It's unfucking real, and you can't have a rational conversation with them.
Nope. That was my problem when I worked at Walmart.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that support him and refuse to listen to anything.
Like
Also,
everything with them is fake news, and it's just like, dude, do you listen to yourself?
no, they're just stuck in an echo chamber that they only listen to themselves. That's all they hear.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying something, Moto? Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying you can't call him an orange potato because that's an insult to potatoes. Call him what he is, a half-melted troll doll.
Alright. I'm sure that's insult to the troll dolls too.
Yeah, it's an insult to the troll dolls, man.
True, but I didn't grow up with those, so
He's just a puddle of primordial ooze that somehow gains some semblance of sentience.
Hey now, that's also an insult to primordials. That's
I was gonna say that's an insult to Ivan Ooze.
I would compare it more to like melted trash, but man, I think I'd be insulting trash too, so shit.
Yeah, no, I do my best to avoid any form of politics talk when I'm at work because, yeah, like I said, everything to them is fake news, and yet they listen to places like, what is it called, Rebel News and QAnon. It's just like, Are you really that stupid?
Do you know when working at the casino, you see it because it's mostly older people.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll still see some people wearing the like "Make America Great Again" hat,
Oh, fucking.
and I'm just like, why? But
Here's,
then I think like most of the people are there. I probably agree
here's
because
the
they're old.
right. Well, here's the problem.
Like you
Older
can't wear
generations.
like yeah. Well, like around here, I'm sure you two might remember at some point hearing about that stupid quote unquote freedom convoy that we had a problem out here.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
We had a bunch of dumbass truckers occupy on Ottawa a couple years ago at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, they were claiming to be quote unquote fighting for our freedom. I don't feel any freer than I did 3 years ago, for fuck's sakes.
That's weird.
And because they well, I do agree to some extent, fuck Trudeau. But they had this stuff plastered over their vehicles and they were flying the Canadian flags. Now, one of my sense of prides is the flag. During Canada Day, I used to put the flag on my car and just drive around during Canada Day.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't do that no more because that's been associated with these morons.
Oh.
Yeah, and the last thing I need is to get my windows smashed out by people that think I'm part of them.
That's fair.
Now.
So yeah, now it's just like these people have just ruined patriotism, patriotism, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I gotcha. That sucks.
Yeah, no, I think the biggest issue in terms of like people is the fact that I can give this example is a lot of times the older people will just believe things.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a firm believer that if myself and my dad hadn't been around, my mother would have fell deep into the controversial hole.
Right. Yeah, it's because it's something I noticed with my grandparents is that they'll just the news will say something and they'll immediately go, "Oh my god, I can't believe!" I'm like, no, don't
Yeah.
immediately jump on that being the only truth. Please don't.
Like
They'll read something online. They'll be like, "Oh, that must be the truth." I'm like, no, damn it.
yeah, like that's exactly what happened to a friend of mine with his mom. His mother fell so far down the rabbit hole that he had to cut her off from his life.
Jesus, that sucks.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And of course, she made him out to be the sheep bad guy.
Well, of course, they
After
don't
this,
believe they're
naturally.
good.
well, like I've always said, at least maggots wear their stupidity on their head.
True. You can always easily point them out because
Yep.
they're not subtle about it.
No, they are not. And I've always said, I'm waiting for somebody to unalive this guy, but most of the people that would unalive him support him in Minecraft.
Minecraft, oh my god.
Well, yeah, we're being controversial, but you know, I don't want us to get in trouble.
Fair?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I know. I think the only place that I also don't really like to keep up with all the stuff because in the end it's exhausting. But
Oh,
the,
it's
Yeah,
very
it really
exhausting.
is.
most of the
It's
time
tiring.
when I'm going to like look into things, unless it's something I really want to make sure I know about, I'll normally avoid it for now until it's like something actually important. I'll leave that to my parents to worry about. Like government going to be shutting down, they brought that up, so that's how I know about that kind of stuff. Because I'm like, I don't have the mental fortitude at this point to constantly worry about all that shit. And so
Yeah, you got
anything
other
else
stuff
I
to worry
start to
about.
learn, yeah, I got other shit to worry about. Any other
Yeah.
stuff I learn about, like it's mainly because maybe I've heard about it through a YouTube video example. I think some of the people that I don't normally hear stuff about is when I'm just listening to stuff from like the Legal Eagle. I don't know if you've watched his stuff.
Oh, I love them.
I not Legal Eagle. I used to pay attention to I don't want to call him his rival, adversary. I don't know. They don't like each
Oh.
other.
Is it that new guy that's been popping up?
No.
Was
His
it
name
the?
is Nick Ricada.
Oh, it's a guy. Okay.
Nick, like this was a long time ago. This was back during the Vic. What the hell is his name? The voice acting
Magnolia?
shit. Magnolia,
Okay.
yes.
Magnolia.
Magnomna. Yeah, his last name is freaking hard to pronounce. And he was Vic's biggest supporter during the voice that whole controversy.
Oh, that guy. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I still believe he was in the right. Not that dumb plotting her friggin' cuck of a husband. But I'm not going to go into that one because that's a whole different fucking rabbit hole.
Sounds like it. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, that was a very deep rabbit hole. I even ended up getting blocked by her just because I followed him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I didn't interact with it. I literally just watched both sides because that's what I do. Like
Yeah,
I said,
you have
I
to.
try to stay neutral. I just watch both sides. I try to take in both sides for info. What made me see her as guilty is the fact that she blocked everybody that followed him. A
Yeah.
mass blockchain. So I'm like, okay. I didn't follow Vic at all. It was just Nick. So I ended up blocked. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's a little suspicious. So yeah, I'm like, okay. I have a big dislike for a lot of the Funimation actors since this whole thing came to light, and a whole lot of other stuff came to light, like Mr. Drama Queen Schemmel.
Oh yeah, voice of Goku.
Yeah, Mr. I'm the only Goku.
I love it. You heard that he said that he was talking about the live action One Piece, saying that it's not good at all.
Well, I can't speak on whether it's good or not. I've heard tons of people say it's fantastic.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I saw that, and it's just a bandwagon of people being like, nah.
Yeah.
And that's also just Twitter in general. So,
well, and who wants to bet $5 that none of them have even watched the damn thing?
no, not at all.
I gotta put this out. The thing I find weird is that my fucking family, my parents are watching it.
Are they? Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking, you guys made fun of me for fucking anime, but you're gonna watch a fucking live action version? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, speaking of, Unfortunately, this guy is passed, but one of my old coworkers watched the Death Note live action,
Oh.
and he loved it.
You know something
I
else?
I tried telling him what it was based on, but he just would not listen. I was like, oh,
Serious?
no. That's not what it's based on. This is a completely different thing. I'm like, no, it
it's-
isn't. And
What the
I never watch. I rarely watch live action adaptations. The Dragon Ball movie ruined that for me. So,
Okay, that one was just god awful.
but so I ended up not watching the Death Note one. But everything I heard is it was terrible. It did not follow the source material in the slightest. Like to the point where they made Light like this happy-go-lucky guy and shit. Yeah, it's just like that is not what he is. But this guy I worked with loved the show, and you could not convince him otherwise that it was based on a Japanese anime manga.
Jesus.
He's like, okay, I could literally go grab my copy of the freaking manga right now if you want me to.
See,
Do you want to know something fun?
Go on.
The creators of Death Note actually loved the live action.
Interesting.
Yeah. They basically said like that would be exactly what a live action Death Note would be.
Interesting.
Interesting, because it was not good from what I've heard.
Yeah. See, I think my thing is, I'll be honest. I fucking hate adaptions of things at this point. Because, like, of anything, animes, whenever they convert to a live action, and then book adaptions which are converted to movies, I specifically hate those with a passion at this point. I think I had to stop myself from writing like a 12-page essay in Atomic's chat at one point because that conversation came up. And that's just because, like, every single one of them, so far, they fucked it. It is of my firmest belief that they take book adaptations and other stuff like that, and they just want to slap the name on it for the fan base, and then write wherever the fuck they want after that.
Oh.
I think the only live action adaptation of any books that has ever been decent is Lord of the Rings.
I can stand with that one. That one's fine. But most of the time, I find they fail. My examples.
I also want to say the Harry Potter movies, but I've never watched past the first movie. So
I've seen the first couple. They're okay.
There was some issues in there. One of them specifically being, and this might seem like it's a small thing, but it's always my firmest belief that if you make a big fucking deal about it in a book, it's a big fucking deal. Okay? And that's the eye color. When the entire time in the book, they make a big fucking deal about, oh, this person has their mother's eyes and this and all this other shit. And it's mentioned constantly. It's a big fucking deal that you should at least get colored contacts in their fucking eyes, at least. But they didn't. It's my same issue that I have with the Percy Jackson. Well, okay, I have a lot more issues with Percy Jackson. Okay, but same issue there, because the entire thing around that book, I'm pretty sure neither of you probably read that because it's probably more geared to children. That's mainly when I read it, and that's when I became a fan of it. But besides the point, their entire entire premise of the characters in that book is that they are part children of the gods, of the Greek gods, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, each child under that god has a specific appearance for a reason. Example, if you're fucking, I don't know, say, well, Piercy, if you're a fucking child of Poseidon, although there's not many of those, in fact, there's one, you have a certain hair color and your eyes are created sea green because you're a child of Poseidon. If you're a son or daughter of Zeus, you're blonde with like blue eyes.
Right.
Hades, you have an appearance there. Hephaestus, everything. There's a very they literally describe this in the book. It's a big fucking deal because that's kind of how you tell them. They didn't follow any of that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Really?
Yeah, they
I
followed
think
none
it's
of it.
rather important.
They changed it. And then on top of that, the movie completely changed the story. I mean, when you go from going across the country to go to find the thief to then steal that stole the lightning bolt or whatever, and like some other shit happens, a lot of the and then you go, oh, there's this huge storyline, bunch of stuff that really stuff happened, this and this happened, and you say, but what if we made the main goal to go find 3 pearls instead?
Just like the 3 magic MacGuffins.
Yeah. And also, in the book, those 3 pearls were just given to him. They were not a big fucking deal.
Right.
But like, what if we made that the main objective? Get the 3 pearls so you can. And now, of course, it's still the lightning. It's still dealing with the thief, but the whole objective is to go find these 3 pearls, so you can get out of the underworld. Because that's who we think has stolen the fucking lightning bolt. And then on top of that, they're bringing things from like book 2 into book 1. They're like, oh yeah. And then what if later on the creature that they fought to deal with just shows up in a museum? Now they have to fight a Hydra out of nowhere. Go fuck yourself. And then followed on next example, Artemis Fowl. Also, fuck those people. Aragon, fuck those people. So many people are gonna fuck themselves. Anyway,
Actually,
I can go
You
on
know
for a while,
something?
so I'm not gonna keep going.
real
I can
quick,
point
I
out
do got
all
something
the
about
flaws.
Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You saw that they're gonna have a TV show
No, fuck that as well.
on Disney Plus. Yeah.
No, they've already fucked it. That's from what I know. All right, I've
And
already.
apparently Rick Riordan, he's a part of the writing team.
Oh, I'm aware. They listen. When I heard that Atomic's gonna watch it, so I'm gonna wait for Atomic's opinion. And if Atomic says it's great, then I'll give it a chance. But after that, I'm done. At this point, I'm done. I'm done with the attempt things where they fucking take things and turn them into movies at this point.
Where's your sense of adventure?
It was burned out of me when they fucked up multiple series I enjoyed. When I went to go watch Artemis Fowl after years of waiting for this fucking thing, and it was not at all the book. It was a completely different story. Not even the only thing that was related was they kept the fucking names in there. The main character was not Artemis Fowl. When your main character says, "I'm a criminal mastermind genius," but they've done nothing criminal, there's a fucking problem.
Yeah, they're just talking out their ass.
And
At that
furthermore, when the whole purpose of the mythical creatures is to stay out of sight from humans, but the entire movie is of one of those mystical creatures telling the United Government the entire fucking story, there's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, when literally the entire thing from book 1 through this entire thing, when the whole thing is that the big threat is that some of the villains were going to expose the fairies and all the mystical creatures to the human realm, which would cause war, basically. Because they hate each other, because in the past that's what happened until they went into hiding underground. And they're like, that's the main threat half the time. And then you go, but what if we just said, fuck it, let's tell the United States government what's going on? Or maybe not the United States government. I think they're Irish, so the Irish government. Whatever. The point is, when you decide to tell the government your great fucking secret, that is never a good fucking idea. Especially when it's a secret, like, black ops government kind of bullshit. Where you know they're probably not fucking good at all. Especially when they're in a prison cell while they're doing this storytelling. Where was the intelligence in this entire fucking story?
Yeah.
Very good question. Could not answer.
Oh, and also the father figure that doesn't come in till I think it's book 3 because he's missing, and that's like the whole thing that spurs Artemis to be his criminal mastermind and go out and find these creatures because his mother is also gravely sick with some disease and he's trying to find a way to heal her. And that's not happened because the father is not gone. The father's there. Father tells him everything about mystical creatures as well. So Artemis Fowl isn't learning all this stuff, so he's not a mastermind either. He's just a dumb child that their father told them all these secrets, and then, when it became important, because a MacGuffin was in their fucking house, and so that MacGuffin fucking becomes a problem. Oh no, let me use this knowledge that I was provided to by someone else instead of what I did all my work in criminal mastermind ruling and all this shit. Fuck you, people. All right, I really need to stop talking about this or else I'll go forever.
Okay.
Man, cool.
Sounds like it.
Fucking. Let me just say, Artemis Fowl was my fucking childhood. It's one of my favorite series. Ruin that for me in a movie, you're fucked. There is no second chances. If they do anything else, I just don't even give a shit because they would even fuck themselves.
That's kind of like what. That's like the movie version of one of my favorite books when I was a kid, Guardians of Gahul.
I think I've heard of it.
That's I loved it, but I don't remember the only thing I remember about the movie was that it was boring. It was boring and slow, and it took ages. And if I remember correctly, they don't even get to Gahul.
Oh.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I need to watch it again. I've been wanting to. But I just don't remember anything about it. And I'm trying to remember, like, is it just was it that boring that I forgot? Or was it so boring I didn't bother to remember? Or something, you know?
I mean, probably both of those.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a movie that you can't remember anything about,
Yeah, he
chances
probably
are
too boring.
it's both.
I remember being so excited about it too.
Yeah.
I only remember the ending though.
And they all died. Was that the ending?
No, it was just a single owl flying through like a snowstorm or something.
Oh. Was it flying off to a better movie. Not just so get me the fuck out of this. I'm done.
But no, Guardians of Gahul is it's such a good series. I need to reread it. It's
Yeah.
about a bunch of owls going to an owl academy and fighting evil owls in a battle of good and evil and owls.
Interesting.
I think the only movie that's really disappointed me was the Dragon Ball one.
That oh my god.
I mean, I guess there was the Ghostbusters reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a disappointment because that was horribly written, terrible CGI. And those ladies tried so hard to make it a good movie, but it just was not.
Mine's
And then,
after
of
it was
course-
fine though, right?
Oh, the Afterlife was fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're apparently, well, I mean, if this writer strike ever ends, a writer-actor strike, I guess, ever ends, we're supposed to get another sequel this year.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
If it ends.
If it ends,
If
I'm going to assume it and quite possibly Sonic 3 have been pushed back.
Yep. And the
What fun.
voice actor fucking strike might happen.
Well, that's video game only.
Right. I know. I'm just saying that's also going to probably, ruin some good fun for video games as well.
Well, especially those that want to support, they're not going to be able to play some games on their stream if they want to support them.
Yep.
Like, say, for example, you and Kat.
I don't stream it online.
Well, I know you don't, but I'm just saying, as an example, you guys wouldn't be able to play Genshin or Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more Honkai. I don't touch Genshin anymore. I can't. Not because I hate the game. It's just because listen, there's so many gotchas I can handle.
Oh yeah, I know, right? So that's why I've delegated myself to just the two.
Yeah, I have Honkai and Epic 7, and then
Fate and Fate and Epic 7 are my two gotchas.
I actually deleted Honkai and Genshin from my computer.
that's fair.
I never played Honkai, and I stopped playing Genshin about 2 or 3 months after it came out.
Right.
I really, really wanted to enjoy Genshin, but the fact that they made it a gacha game kind of actually ruined it for me.
I do think it could have done a lot better if it wasn't gotcha.
It could have done much better. It could have been much, much better if it was just an ARPG.
And furthermore, even if they start, okay, they could have also at least done a little bit better in terms of gotcha wise. Like even if they, even in the case with the gotcha, my problem is that they made so many limited fucking characters.
Yeah, and that's the other place where I have an issue. See, where they could have probably done much better. No, this is not wanting to give them ideas, but they could have made the characters DLC if they really wanted to. Limited DLC or something.
Not limited.
Instead of
fuck
maybe
limited.
not limited. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you could have done like limited events in game, and if you could defeat those difficult trials, you unlock the character.
Yeah, that too.
I see. My whole thing is I hate the idea of limited.
Yeah, true.
I prefer that there's an option that for someone that doesn't miss out and be like, oh, who knows when the fuck this thing will come back, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gacha isn't fun for that either.
Because I know I don't mind every once in a while there's certain characters like that. Like Epic 7 does have limited heroes or gotcha characters.
Yeah, but they at least come back around every few months.
They come back every once in a while, and when they do release plenty of high star characters, 5-star characters, and then they go, they're not limited though, so you still have a chance to pull them at any time after that, besides their special banner. Genshin and Honkai have the problem of
special banners only.
Yes, like I got Kafka, but if I wanted to max her out, I have to wait for it to come back all the way around. If I want to finish off maxing out Silverwolf, I gotta wait for her to come all the way back around.
And who knows when that'll be with those games?
Yep, they take a little longer, and who knows? And maybe I'm busy the month that they come back,
or
maybe
you've given up playing the game when they come back.
Yeah, and that's my frustration with those. Now, I still play Honkai, but that's also because it's not as, like, I don't know, it's not as big as Genshin in terms of the world you're exploring and all the other shit. And then on top of that, the other problem is that, once again, same issue. Epic 7 still has it, but they don't do it as much. Limited artifact kind of things.
Yeah, the limited artifacts are a little annoying.
Yeah. But, like, you know, Genshin has the limited weapons. Honkai has the limited, fuck, I don't remember their exact name, but they're the cards. They're basically weapons. But they're actually, I'd say, I'd compare them more closer to limited, to the artifacts compared to Epic 7. They're more closer to that because they're similar to that style.
Yeah.
Right.
But the limited thing is the one thing that I have a problem with a lot. Because it's just, you just don't get as much chance to get those characters. And you gotta constantly, and then if you keep releasing more and more characters, there's more times you gotta wait for those characters because, yeah.
Yep. Well, like I think the only real issue I have with like Fate Grand Order is just how far behind the North American version, the global version, is to the Japanese.
Yeah.
Like there's a specific character I'm waiting for that was released a couple months ago in the Japanese one. I'm gonna have to wait about 2 years. The North American is at that point.
Jesus. That's actually a lot way far behind than I thought you were going to say.
Oh yeah. The North American game is about 2 years behind the Japanese, and that's just because the game was released 2 years after the global version came out 2 years after the Japanese release.
Okay, right. So it's just updated as it goes along.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm used to, like, there being a difference for certain games, like, because I had that issue with, back when I played Blade & Soul, the global servers were far behind the, Asian servers.
I think right now in Fate, this is the first time there has been a same collab going on at the same time in both the global and the Japanese version.
Oh damn! What collab?
Ooh.
But that's because Fate Samurai Remnant was just released, and that's what the collab is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like it literally just came out both globally and in Japan.
Okay.
So it's the first time I've ever seen a specific one of the characters in the game in the Samurai Remnant game have her banner going on at the same time in both games, both versions of the game. So I was just like, that's a first. Kind of neat.
Yeah.
I wish I had money because I would roll on her again and try to max her out, but I don't have the money to do that right now.
By the way,
see, that's also why I don't think I've gotten into those games, because it's just a lot of random luck. I was like,
Let's let a random luck. Let a random luck and a lot of money.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just stick with my idle games. I have
your
downloaded.
cookie clicker.
I've downloaded a lot. I have a couple on my phone.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Like, I can just forget about it for a week and still make progress. And I can just come and go. I don't have to constantly be on it.
Yeah.
See, they have about 7 cookie clickers, all the same game. They're just 7 versions of it. Not just...
Right.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
Oh, I'm actually making a little bit of progress in my achievements again for Cookie Clicker. The Steam version.
Ah, gotcha.
Hmm.
Actually, quick question before we get too far away from this.
Yes.
Because you did mention the Samurai game. How are you liking it?
I'm loving the story so far. You can pet the cats and the dogs. 10 out of 10 game.
I did know that because Owen was streaming it earlier this morning, and I saw it. I was like, they pit cat 10 out of 10 game.
Well, the neat thing is, it's kind of a mini petting the cats and the dogs. It's kind of a small mini game. You start to pet it, and you got to push a button to continue to pet it, and eventually you'll finish, and then your partner will start petting it. And if you complete this mini game, you get some health restored.
Nice.
I'm like, that is cool. I like
Even
that.
more for petting. That's nice.
But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I'm like I just finished the prologue before I went to bed last night, so I'm not too far into it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I was actually I had actually started the first chapter after the prologue, but then I had to skip the cutscene because I'm like, it's almost midnight. I need to go to bed. Yeah, so skip the cutscene. I'm not gonna save the game. I'll go through this all again. Go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely from the little bit I was watching of Onion stream, it seemed like a very fun game. I also will say, definitely, at least from what I saw, it does not look like a Dynasty Warriors clone that people are claiming.
They do have some 1v many, but it's at some point it does become multiple versus many.
Right.
Because unlike say Extalia, where it was just 1 versus all, you actually fight alongside your servants.
Right.
Because you're actually a samurai. You're actually the adopted son of Miyamoto Musashi.
Right.
So you've inherited the sword style of him/her.
Gotcha. Well, here's
that's the him/her thing is a whole different thing. I won't get into that here.
no, you're good. Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Does it still play in terms of having the, like, Estalia has the location guy go
Yeah.
when you're fighting? Does it still play like that?
Kinda.
Kind of. What do you mean?
Well, like there is it is kind of, I don't want to say open world, but it is. You do have a area you can wander around in.
Well, no. So what I mean is, like, during the battle, this is the part that I say is where I would be like, okay, this is similar to Dynasty Warriors. Although I'm not saying that the game, like, Estalia was like Dynasty Warriors. It's the same genre. I would say.
Same genre, yeah.
But, like, the things that make me reminisce of a Dynasty Warriors game, example, is what I'm just trying to give as an example here, is that you have a map that you're fighting on.
Yeah.
And you have points of control.
Right.
And
yeah,
then
no, it does not have that.
Yeah, so like that's one. Anytime someone makes those good comparisons, I'm like I don't really see that as much.
No, you literally you wander around a map, of course, like because you got quests.
Right.
You do get into battles, but you're locked to a certain area during those battles. But you finish those fights, that's it.
Right. I mean that's fine. Like my whole thing was like I could see a closer like comparison for like Estalia and Dynasty Warrior games for me than I can for this one than I can.
Yeah, no, I mean, the one versus many is probably the closest it would come.
Right, and my whole thing is like when I think Dynasty Warrior games, I just think it's a big map with a whole bunch of people you're killing, and like different fights are happening randomly, which is normally like AI versus AI. But normally, if that fight's gonna win for you, 90% of the time you have to go there yourself.
Yeah.
And that was like the similar thing when I played Stalia because you would have to go and help your AIs or they'd normally lose to the swarm of enemies. Which also led to my bad habit of both those games of being fucking really bad at the fact that I refused to do the main objective until I crushed everything.
Oh, I was the same damn way.
I have the same habit in Estalia and Dynasty Warriors. Fucking everything must be dead.
Yeah, no, I was the same damn way when I played Estalia and Estalia Link.
Yep. Does it even matter if nothing's alive?
Not at all.
Not at all. It was just satisfying to do.
Here's my thing. I like turning the map from red to blue.
Yep.
I was gonna say I played some of the more recent One Piece, the Pirate Adventure 4. I think I can't remember, but it's basically like Dynasty Warriors but One Piece. Okay. It was so much fun, and of course, everything must die.
Yeah, like
there cannot be any little red dots on the map.
Exactly. That was my whole thing with Dynasty Warriors and Estalia was the fact that if there was an enemy commander still alive on the map and the boss was somewhere else and I had to go like if I had to make this long ass journey to get to that single random enemy like non-named enemy commander, it was just like that random fucking bullshit one that was like a non-playable character one that you would eventually unlock.
Yeah.
It was just some like foot soldier. No, he had to die. He couldn't be. If there was one of those like base spawning points for one of the enemies that you had to kill a base commander, they have to die before I go to the main objective. If I am about to lose because the main objective is about to kill my main objective for lose condition, I guess I'm redoing the map.
Yeah, I was the same way. No, I just realized I guess I'm gonna have to reinstall Sonic Frontiers at some point.
Oh?
The final update has been released.
Well, there you go.
Maybe final free update, which is basically an entirely new story.
Maybe now I'll finally pop in Sonic Frontiers and play it myself because I haven't yet.
Yeah, the update, it's called the Final Horizon Update. Rewrite your destiny in the Final Horizon Update. Experience a new story, new playable characters, new challenges, and more in Sonic Frontiers' third climactic Final Contact Update for free. Basically, I from what I got from the trailer, you're rewriting they rewrote the ending of the story.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to play that because the ending was good. It could have been better. So I think that's what they fix here.
Okay.
So I guess I have a third game to play now again.
But let me guess, this be after your isolation from while you're playing Fate Samurai.
It'll be going Fate. Then it'll be finally playing Tales of Arise. I've only owned that game for like 3 years. I hate myself for that, for letting myself go that long without playing it. I started. I bought Fate. Not Fate. Tales of Rise when it first came out. Started to play it. Got distracted by other stuff and never touched it.
That's fair.
And then, of course, I was reminded about the game after the announcement of new DLC coming. They're actually releasing content DLC for a Tales game.
Damn.
Really?
Instead of a direct sequel, it's content DLC. I'm sitting there thinking, huh, that's a first. Kind of neat.
Hmm?
So I now have a reason to actually play the damn game without, being distracted, hopefully.
Very
Fingers
fair.
crossed.
And I've got until November.
Yeah. That was I guess we should call it here though.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Save any more conversations of what you think of the game after you played it for next time.
For sure.
Actually, in the middle of that, I thought of a topic change, but I'm gonna save that for next week.
Make sure
next time.
write it
Yes.
down.
Yes, I will.
We can start with both those conversations next time.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I might actually get the Fate Samurai game.
I
But
was checking it
after
out while you
my
were talking
project.
about it.
But yeah. Guess that's it. Thank you
Yeah,
everybody for
indeed.
hanging out. And anyone want to say the final words?
Final words.
All right. Fuck you. But anyway, thank you everybody. If you want to find
I didn't
us,
say my final words yet.
all right, go ahead. You say final words, man, to you
No.
in Minecraft.
My final words is that I agree with Damien.
All right, fuck you both. Anyway, we're gonna call this here. If you guys want to find us, we're in the usual places. You can always find us in the links in the. If you're watching on YouTube, it's linked somewhere below in the description. If you're watching on Spotify, that's what I'm looking for. Listening on Spotify. I'm sure links are there wherever that is because I don't normally watch. I don't normally watch. You're right. I don't normally watch shit. I use Spotify for my music. All right, that's it. I don't normally listen on Spotify to things. All right.
What's a Spotify?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, I use YouTube Music.
Yeah.
I
So
use YouTube Music as well.
Nice.
person that knows where those links will be is Moda. They're somewhere in there.
They're in the description.
There you go. There's a description. And there's links to the three of us.
Down there too, somewheres.
Yeah, in those locations.
In the description.
Yeah, in the description.
Yeah, right there. Same as always.
Yep, the same place. I think all links have been updated. Everything's working now, right? I think in the beginning
Yeah,
there we
it
had
should
a couple we had to change.
I believe.
I know.
So let's see.
We had
Yeah,
to
I
change
believe
modas, right?
We had to change modas and Luffy's.
Gotcha. Yes, for
And
art.
as far as I'm aware,
because-
they both work.
Gotcha. Yes, because for art, obviously, if you're watching, if you're listening on Spotify, you're fucked. You can't see this. If you're watching though, the avatars you see that speak for us, obviously, we're talking about the wonderful Luffy. So yeah, definitely make sure to check them out as well because they're amazing. And then the background, there's shitty backgrounds you see as well. Those were done by me. That's why they look like shit. But
Beautiful.
Shitty. They look
That did a good
fantastic.
job.
no, listen, they could be better. But anyway, adios, everybody. Peace out. Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Not everyone.